What's up guys, my name is Double D and this is the 8 weeks Tavern Brawl, which is called the Masked Ball, and the rules are quite interesting. So whenever a minion dies, its disguise is revealed and it basically becomes a random minion that costs 2 less from the minion that died. So for example, if you play a Chillwind Yeti, when it dies it's gonna summon a random 2 cost minion. Also, here are some facts that weren't really clear when the Brawl was originally released, and people figured them out as they played. So the fact number 1 is if you play a 1 cost minion or a minion whose cost is reduced to 1, it won't get the death rattle. For example, if you play Argent Squire, you won't get a death rattle, and also if you play a Sea Giant whose cost is reduced to 1, you won't get the death rattle either. The fact number 2 is if you play any minion that transforms himself into something else or summons other minions, they won't get the death rattle either. For example, Druid of the Flame transforms himself into a 2/5 or a 5/2, but they don't get the death rattle. And if you play Piloted Sky Golem, when it dies, it will summon 2 4-cost minions, but they won't get the death rattle, and so on. So as you can see, these are some details that can be confusing, but you figure them out as you play. So let's not talk about it anymore. Here's the deck I built. It's not the best, but Tavern Brawl is all about having fun. So let's just get started with this. Let's brawl!
I will fight with honor. I must protect the wild.
This seems like a pretty nice hand. So yeah, some of the cards that I think are really good in this format are Honey Creeper, because you get their normal death rattle and then you summon an extra Wisp or target dummy. Owl, of course, to silence off your opponent's Shredders, Sea Giants and so. MCT is really good since it's gonna work like 90% of the time. Shredder is always good, especially now when its death rattle is basically triggering twice. Speaking of Shredder, let's go ahead here and innervate it out, put some pressure on the board. Anyways, the Frostwolf Warlord is good, especially in the late game, because you're easily gonna get a 5 mana 9/9. Also, minions that cost 1 less for each minion that died this turn worked out pretty good for me. So you're gonna get some serious value from Volcanic Drake, Volcanic Lumber and so. Sea Giants as well, of course. I've seen some people run Undertaker, and you can see that this guy runs Little Exorcist, which are pretty good as well. Counters run Feign Death, priests use Mass Dispel. Yeah, you can come up with plenty of stuff and make your deck like really good, but I didn't really give it that much thought. As I said before, I think the brawls are just about having fun. By the way, why doesn't this guy have the flash icon on him and the other one has the death rattle and the flash icon thing? That's weird. Anyway, Defender of Argus seems pretty good here.
Will be purged.
Scarlet Purifier is another idea, but it's not that good since it damages your minions too, and apparently it damages itself as well. Let's see here. We can play the Egg and then Sea Giant since it's gonna cost 3 mana, but let's try trading off everything and then playing Volcanic Drake. Actually, that was a misplay, but whatever, it's fine this way too. Let's go ahead and silence the Sludge Belcher. Lay the egg and go face.
It's time.
Azure Drake into Sea Giant is pretty good to pass up, even though the Stormwind champion is on curve. Consecration is not even that good in this format. This guy is playing some weird deck and it's not quite working out for him. Anyway, this is super lethal with the champion here, so let's just go ahead.
Shall bring victory.
I must protect the wild.
Got some serious late game here, not what I was looking for though. He has a slow start as well, so it should be okay. It doesn't feel right, but it's the best play right now. It contests his 4-4 as well. Another weird deck. Let's try to keep the Frost Wolf alive. Oh, never mind. Shadow Madness, pretty good for him. I think that's an okay swipe target.
Let me change your mind.
We have to silence that Cabal Shadow Priest, it's too scary. Oh, whoops. Stupid target, dummy.
I have no time for games.
Maybe this deck wasn't as weird as I thought it was. Sylvanas is scary as well. Let's play Sea Giant and hero power this guy down. Actually, that was a misplay, because now he can kill off the MCT and take my 8-3 Giant, which should be okay, but I don't really have a way to deal with it. Yeah, that was a risky move. Now I have to innervate out the shredder and put some pressure on the board at least. But yeah, things are not looking quite good so far. It looks like we're losing this one. Let's just play the big guy to contest his Sea Giant and hope for the good death rattle. Hopefully a comeback 7 cost minion. Mind control, are you kidding me? I totally forgot that it was turn 10. You already know what that means if you're playing against a priest. Let's just concede, there's no point. He got us. Well played, man. Well played. Another priest. It's okay, cause this time I'm playing around mind control stuff. Let's just hope he plays something that is worth silencing, because this opening hand is as bad as the previous one. Okay, that's a fine target to silence. Volcanic Drake is stronger here, but Azure Drake is on curve. And I just drew my 4 drop, so it's all good. MCT is not that bad here.
The light compels you.
A little exorcist. Looks like I'll have to use my hero power here. That's a nice result. And if I trade, I'll be able to play Volcanic Lumber for 3 and Volcanic Drake for 0. Wow, that's awesome. Here's the value I was talking about in the beginning. So for 3 mana, I'm getting a 7-8 with Taunt and a 6-4, and they both have death rattles. I think we should just keep on the pressure and innervate out the Kel'Thuzad, which I don't think he'll be able to deal with. There we go, easy game. Anyway, that's it for this week's Tavern Brawl. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, of course, leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.